Hello learner, there is an exercise I want us to do together. It is a text that looks stitched. It is a text that is stitched, text with some stitch effects, and it looks like the one that we have on the screen. I want us to do it together, so follow through, and I hope you can be able to manage to come up with that kind of text as we do it together. So open the document that you are working with. So go to your application, make a new document. Let's use A4 landscape, and at some point we are going to require to use specific instead of points, we are going to be required to use millimeters. So make sure in the document you are going to create, you specify that you are working with the millimeters. Now let us start here. The first, the exercise that the step that follows, I want us to make some square, a square that is of 10 by 10 millimeters. So do that. Come here, take the rectangle tool, just click once on the work area with the mouse and specify it is a 10 by 10 square. It looks a little smaller, so zoom in to see everything. Make it black. I would also opt that you specify doesn't have outline. From there, make circle, a 4 by 4 circle that is white. So come here and take circle. Click once on the work area. Again, specify it is a 4 by 4 and make it white. That is the circle I wanted. Make sure it is located at the center. Move until you see where the center of the work area of the rectangle is. Move until you see it is at the center. I think that is where the center is. Now make the next, after making the 2 by 2 the 4 by 4 circle, make a 2 by 2 circle and make it gray. So again, click once, it is a 2 by 2 circle, make it grayish like that, and then take it to the center until you see where the center is. Both of them should not be having the stroke. After that, now copy the two circles together at the end of the rectangle. So select both circles, copy them. So copy and paste. The pasted circle should be at that place, one of the corners there. After you have done that, now duplicate the square 2 times. So Control C for copy, Control F let's do it twice. So select the rectangle, Control C, Control F 2 times. I should be having 3 rectangles like you can see. After that, I want us now to use Pathfinder to intersect the two circles with the respective rectangles, two of the duplicate rectangles that I've made. So select one of the circle with one of the rectangles, one of the circle and one of the rectangles. And make sure you have the Pathfinder with you, so that now you intersect. This is intersect that. Again, now the other circle with one of the other rectangle, again intersect. Now these two have intersected. You can select both of them. After that, we need now to copy these rectangles, those semicircles or quarter circles. Copy them to the rest of the corners like that. So we do that. The duplicate of that, we should be able to transform that and let's say rotate it by 90. Let's see how it looks, and specify now which is the corner where you can take it. Take it in that corner. A copy of that. Transform it 90. Let's see how it comes out. Copy of that, transform it 90 again. Let's see how that comes out. Transform it 180. Let's see how that comes out. We take it to the upper corner. Now with that done, the next step, you color the patterns. You can color them with which color? Well, color with whichever color that you are going to use, so long as it looks more like this. Let me try, see whether I can manage to match the color to be more like that one. That is pinkish. So at the switches, let me try to make it pinkish. Oh my god, doesn't have didn't want it to have a stroke. So and this other one, what color is that? It is more like, wow, let me see the color that I can use there. Which is this, the color that I want to use? Okay, like that. And this is not blue, but almost like blue. Like that. Now copy that color to the rest. So select all the other circles. Copy that using the eyedropper tool to copy that color. Select the other semicircle, eyedropper, copy that color. With that done, now you have the entire pattern. You can group that pattern and then you take it to the switches. You copy that to the switches. Now select the whole pattern, you group it and drag it to the switches here, so that you have a copy of that pattern there. That done, you can apply it to a circle like this, a bigger circle. Of course, now you can apply that pattern like that, but that is not where I want us to be. You can change the pattern and apply again to another circle, bigger, of course, much bigger, and you may make as many patterns as you wish. I want you to try this and make different patterns with the same sizing that the same triangle size, 10 by 10. Make different type of patterns, and you can apply to much bigger circle of 200 by whatever size that you want, but so long as it is a much bigger circle than the pattern, you can apply that pattern, see whether it is going to work out well. Now we want to create a brush. Now a brush, we are going to make it using a rectangle and an ellipse. A rectangle of 2 by 2, so make a rectangle of 2 by 2. So come here, make a rectangle of 2 by 2. That rectangle doesn't have outline, and later we are going to make sure it also doesn't have a fill. Now an ellipse of, the width is 0.5, height is 2. Yeah, it's good. This one we are going to make it to be black. Take it to the center, drag it and take it to the center of that circle, I mean to the center of that rectangle. Now the rectangle doesn't have fill, so remove the fill. Doesn't have fill, doesn't have stroke. The ellipse does have fill, but it doesn't have stroke. So group the two and take it to the brushes to create a new brush. The brush we need to create according to the exercise is a pattern brush. So you select a pattern brush, and I think there is nothing to change here. My pattern brush, or whatever name you are going to give it, you can call it my stitch brush. Or whatever name you need to give it. Is there any changes that we are making there? I think we are not making any changes. We are using the original. Scaling is 100. I'm trying to figure whether there is anything that we need to make. Stretch to fit is the one that is selected. I don't think there is anything. Colonization is tints. What else? Is there anything that we are making out of that? I think everything is like that. So just click enter. So now with that, we need now, there's nothing else that we are supposed to now use the freehand tool or a pencil to draw some text like this. So of course now you zoom out, or is it zoom in? I don't know. Make sure you can even delete them. We don't need them now, but you can just retain them there, so that maybe when you need to do different patterns, you can just edit these ones that you have here. Now using the pencil here, draw some text. Let's see, we can draw some text that looks like that. don't mind, we are going to, it looks like there is some property of this that I have not put together. I am going to make sure it is there. With that done, I think we should have made sure that the stroke is there, so that it is visible. And the stroke, I think we should make sure it is black, so that it is visible. Now, with that done, I think we can click this and this, so that we move it a little bit away from the other one. Yeah. Now, with that done, or okay. With that done, I think at that point now you can apply your pattern. Let's say we apply our pattern, so go to switches, apply the pattern like that, and you can also apply the brush on the same, so go to brush. The brush that we want to use is this one, so you can apply the brush like that, and that is this step 19. So after that, I want to give the letter more fabric-like feel. So go to appearance, and you can under switches, you open switch library, pattern, basic graphics, and you activate this graphics texture. Let's go there. So under switches, I don't know, we can load a brush, open library, texture, why is that, pattern, basic, activate this basic graphics texture. This one here, which one do they want you to use? Let's see. They want you to use which one? Let's see. They want you to use okay, doesn't matter. Before that, to the under appearance, create a new and a new field under appearance. So where is appearance? Let me see. Looking for appearance. So above this field, I would like us to add a new field above it. Okay, or whichever, wherever it has come. So here under this field, the new field, we should use a new field. Let me see the procedure that we can come up with that. When you have made a new field, I think that is why we ought to have come up with the steps that I made earlier. I think I made it in the wrong place. So it is pattern, and then it is texture and basic graphics texture, whichever. I can just apply it here. The blur, yeah, it is this one. It should be that one. Oh, I have not selected what I want to apply that. So yeah, like that. Have I replaced the first field? Okay. A new field. Then the first field that we have made. Yeah, it is this one. So we have two fields now. We have been told the new field, let's say you make it to be soft and 40. Soft right, this one, this new fill. The type of fill, let me see. Where are we? That was other appearance. So the opacity, so we are being told that we make it soft right and make sure the opacity is less. So if you look right in your work area here, you can see there is something that has been done just other than just the color and the pattern. You can see there is some other fill that is there. So you can make the opacity less. So make it a little bit. You can change it to make it a little bit like something like 40, 50, something like that. So you can leave it at that. So yeah, you can see what so far we have come up with. Something like that. Now you can see exactly what we have here. We have two fields, and these two fields, they are quite visible on your work area, and that done, you can apply the same to the rest of the text. The O and the F and the T, you can apply that fill, the two fields on these two texts. And you can even go to an extra mile, apply different patterns to the rest of the text. And yeah, that done, you should come up with some beautiful text that have pattern fills and stitch outlines like this one. You can even make some more other than the two. You make sure you have everything looking like that. There is a final image that you should be having. You can see we have the 4 letters with different patterns, and we have even some more with even other patterns. So try to make a pattern that looks like this one. I mean text with the patterns that like this one. And you even also make one that looks like the one below here. The only thing that probably we have not come up together on this particular part is there was some drop shadow that was supposed to be there. After we are done with that, I think there was a step where we were to put some drop shadow or background. Background is okay. We can just make a rectangle that is going to be B. You can just make a rectangle to the entire of the work area, but in this case I just wanted it not to be the entire work. And that rectangle, you can give it a different shade, but the shade I've used is quite okay. Only maybe well, you can give it a color if you want or whatever. And make sure this is at the very bottom. What happened? What happened to the rectangle? I wanted the rectangle to go at the very back of the text, so that it is at the it makes the background of my text. Well, that done. The only thing that probably we have not done together is putting the drop shadow. So under effects, you can drop shadow the text, and it is going to be the same with the others. So you start array, you go to star array and drop shadow. Let's see if you drop shadow. You can drop shadow 40, multiply 40. Let's see. And 0. 6 3. Just trying to see whether there is any difference. Did it come out? The shadow, the drop shadow looks like it has not come. Let me see again. What might have been the problem? A drop shadow can also be made here. Let's see how it comes out. Well, the drop shadow is there. It is only not coming out exactly the way I wanted it to come out, and it is not it is not coming out on the area where I want it to be. It should be coming out not on the field, on the object itself. Even if it is to be 100, let me see how it comes out. Well, it is supposed to be what? Supposed to be 063. So 063. And the blurring, wow, you can see the drop shadow has worked out. Looks quite beautiful, and that is the exercise. So you are going to fill the rest of the text with the patterns and the drop shadow and the brush, so that at the end you will have come up with the image that looks exactly like this one, or the text that looks exactly like this. And make sure also you make the text that is below, the one that is written, the vectors, you write it like that. Use patterns and stitches that looks like that, the brush and the patterns, so that at the end of this exercise you should be having the text with the top text with different patterns, and the bottom text with the same pattern, that makes it look beautiful like that. May not be exactly the same, but try to come up with something near exact to this one. So thank you for following with me through this exercise. I hope you have managed to come up with an exercise, the results that looks more like what we have here on the screen. So do remember to subscribe to this channel so that you can also be notified when I post for you another exercise that is going to be after this one, and share this with friends so that we can learn together. And thank you, and see you in our next exercise. Thank you.